So I'm in the School of Engineering and I started computer science. I've never done a computer class before, but the Tufts was like, we'll take care of you. You just need to sign up for the classes because all the classes at the start are entry level classes. So for resources, if I had any problem, like say I didn't get something, the all the professors had office hours as well as the teaching assistants they had. Plus, we also had the academic resource center in which you can actually go and they'll send people to tutor you once a week on a particular topic that you do not get by a senior student or by a faculty member, whatever. But they try to help you in that way. Other than that, you can also collaborate with your friends because of the class sizes which are like huge at the beginning. You can form study groups with them, or like set up a text chain. We even use Piazza, which basically is that it's an online forum in which you doubt if you have any questions for the particular subject, and then the students or teachers answer your question. Other than that, a lot of my help personally came from other professors themselves. They were always an email away. So I had any problem, I just shoot the email. They're like, all right, this is how you do. We can meet at this time. So yeah, a lot of the resources that were presented were easily accessible.
Fantastic. What about the major choices that you have you already declared your major, or did you go and declare?
I already declared it as computer science.
Okay, and of course, computer science is kind of a capped major where it's hard to get in if you don't get in initially, or is it easy at Tufts to just
It's
move
easy
into?
transition. It's
Okay.
like so basically the only little bit of like it's not even difficult, it's just a hassle is when you have to shift from School of Arts and Sciences to School of Engineering, because School of Engineering has more rigorous courses but like more stringent course schedules. Like they want it to be only like science based or engineering based, no a liberal arts facet. But it's only a hassle. Like you just tell them, hey, I need to switch. They'll allow you, and because of the less number of people in School of Engineering, that allows you to switch around majors really easily. Because in the end, it's like you declare your major in the second year, in the first year, but in the second semester. So you have whole first semester just to move around to get to know your classes. So yeah, it's
So
really easy.
most students who are at schools which have both computer science and engineering say the same thing, that the courses are more or less the same. It's the gen ed engineering requirements that could vary. So that's, I think, similar. What is special about being in a smaller engineering program and a computer science program than, say, a large one like Berkeley's or something else?
You get more personalized attention. So because it's like a small group, you're gonna see the same people over and over in the different classes that you go on. So you get to know a lot of people, and other than that, what happens is because it's a small school, you get more personalized attention from both professors, teachers, etc., and from your teaching assistants. So it, helps you a lot that that you don't need to worry that, hey, I might not be able to reach them during their office hours, or I might not even have a personal connection with them. But because it's a small school, it's really easy to have a personal connection with the teacher.
Great. So you mean to say you have direct access to professors? There aren't many teaching assistants
There
that.
are a number. Like it depends from course to course.
Okay, great. So if you were to look at computer science opportunities beyond just the regular courses, data structures, algorithm, and all of that, what are the other opportunities like competitions, industry connects, uh, alumni meetups, recruitment,
So we have
internships?
career fairs twice a year. For I mean 4 times a year. One is in fall, 2 are in fall, and 2 are in spring. So other than that, for internships and everything, you can get a lot of them at the career fairs, or we have a lot of clubs. Like we have the Tufts Trading Fund, then we have the Engineer Club, etc. So that helps us in a way that we can just go to them and be like, hey, I might need an internship. And because they're already connected with the industry, they'll try to get you internship opportunities. Other than that, we have this software called Handshake on which Tufts is registered. Through that, you can actually apply for a number of internships, a number of jobs, and finally, you can just go and ask up your professor that, hey, if you know, because Boston is such a big uh, student city, a lot of professors actually know each other from different colleges as well as in different companies, so they can help you get an internship.
So, which clubs, organizations, or even internships, etc., are you seeking or have already sort of experienced? And
So
how are you sort of building out your computer science path? Is it going to be data science, or is it going to be web dev, app dev, and whatever else you might want to say?
right now, I'm just filling up my foundational requirements, all my mandatory requirements. I haven't not thought about it that much, but because Tufts is such a flexible school, I can just kind of figure out that what do I like. So that'll help me a lot. Like, first we'll get a good base, like what computer science actually is, and then we move on to what do we want to specialize in through the electives we choose.
Got it. Have you joined any club societies related to engineering or tech?
I've not joined anything related to tech right now because most of the internships that people get is after they do the course Comp 40. So by then you actually get eligible for the
Sure.
entry level jobs slash internships.
Okay, let's switch gears. Other than engineering, Tufts is very well known for so many other majors. And since you're in engineering, maybe the requirements for gen eds is less. But what do you know about the liberal arts experience in class and outside, which Tufts has to offer?
So a lot of my friends come from the liberal arts side. So in liberal art, it's not like computer science is a major that's not restricted to School of Engineering. It's also in liberal arts. They're like lesser conditions, but it's more or less the same. But other than that, they have a lot more freedom to choose other courses because of their degree sheet. So they can actually experiment a lot because they have a mandatory language requirement. So each one of them is actually learning a new language, or if they already know a language, they can place out from a class up to a certain level. Say you study Spanish in high school, but your board isn't getting recognized by Tufts itself. So you can actually take the placement exam and then you can just place out till say Spanish 1, Spanish 2, so on, comparing to your proficiency. You can even go up to Spanish, like the final Spanish classes. And this is for other languages also. Say Hindi is not offered in Tufts, but we still do have a language placement exam.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about extracurriculars that you are involved with. Of course, RAing, being a resident advisor sounds super cool. So you can tell us a little bit about that and other things.
So right now we have a lot of intramural clubs. So like we have the tennis intramural club in which I go sometimes. Then we have like a lot of we even have cricket on campus. So a lot of the games are like I'll have like meetups. They go outside. There's soccer over there in which people I know people in the soccer team who have gone to like out of state, out of like some have gone to West Coast even from the East Coast. It's a lot of fun for them. Like the extracurriculars over there have like a very big breadth. Like you can almost find everything that you have in interest.
So Tufts, being suburban Boston, what is the setting like? What does it work for you, and what do you wish it could be? In terms of location, be better at offering.
In terms of location, it's in Sommerville, so it's really kind of a town like setting, not like a backward town, but like a really peaceful setting. In which we have an enclosed campus boundary, so it's not like city campus like many of the other universities in Boston, say like Northeastern or Boston University. Those are like open city campuses. So ours is like really enclosed. Then we have a lot of freedom. Say other places do not allow a lot of guests to come in from outside. Tufts does not have that problem. Like as long as you tell them, that, hey, I'm getting these guests in, they're like fine, just get them in. They don't. It's not like because it's in a really safe place. Like it's like it's like it's not in central Boston, but it's like it gives both the joy of going to Boston itself on like say weekends, because the T or the rail runs nearby Tufts, so you can just have 10 minutes walk or take the shuttle, go to the train station and go to central Boston, enjoy over there. From there again come back and just get like a peaceful campus setting.
Great. It's